Beloved souls, precious seekers of truth, have you ever looked up at the sky and felt like something was watching over you? Not in a scary way, but like a soft gaze of something much bigger. Something that sees you completely, even in moments when you can barely see yourself. Maybe you felt it too. Those quiet moments, when your heart feels like it's whispering something but the noise of the world drowns it out. For the longest time, I thought personal growth was just about setting goals, getting things done, being productive, waking up early, drinking green smoothies and journaling. Like my life depended on it, and while those things helped, they always felt like tools, not the answer. Like using a flashlight in a vast cave without knowing what I was looking for. I kept going anyway, trying to do the right thing, make the right decisions, hoping that somehow all the effort would lead me somewhere meaningful. But something kept tugging at me. Couldn't name it, but it was there. Like a quiet pull toward a part of myself I hadn't met yet. The gentle unfolding, a subtle shift. The shift didn't come with fireworks or some giant moment of clarity. It was slow, like the tide easing in, soft and steady. Something just clicked. One morning, I remember standing in front of the mirror, not to judge, not to criticize, but just to look, and I actually saw myself, not the version others expected, not the polished one I put out into the world, but the real me. And in that second, everything started to change. I began noticing little things, conversations that seemed to land at just the right time, songs that echoed exactly what I was feeling, even random strangers saying something that lit a spark in me. I realized the universe had always been speaking. I just hadn't been tuned in before, and once I started paying attention, it was like a curtain lifted and everything was more vibrant, more meaningful, more connected. I found myself drawn to messages that didn't tell me who to be, but reminded me of who I already were. People like Neville Goddard taught me how powerful my thoughts truly are. That imagination isn't just fantasy, it's creation in motion. Florence Scovel Shinn showed me that words aren't just expressions, they are instructions we give to life itself. And when I started using affirmations that spoke to my soul, things started shifting inside and around me. The more I listened, the more I understood that manifestation isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about learning how to allow. It's about recognizing that you are always co-creating with life, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Something is always moving behind the scenes, always arranging, always guiding, and even in moments of silence, the message is being written, the story is unfolding. The power of small choices, rewiring your world. What changed me wasn't some massive breakthrough. It was the accumulation of little moments. Choosing kindness when I felt impatient, speaking to myself gently when I failed, honoring my pace instead of trying to rush to some invisible finish line, and slowly, those choices rewiring how I saw the world, how I saw myself. It's strange how something as simple as a thought can become a doorway, and once you walk through it, you can't go back. There were days when doubt crept in, when I wondered if any of this was real, if maybe I was just chasing shadows. But those were the moments when the universe spoke the loudest. Not with signs that shouted, but with signs that felt like home. A warm breeze when I needed comfort. A phone call from a friend out of nowhere. An unexpected smile from a stranger. It's funny how much light a small moment can hold. When you're open to seeing it, I learned to stop waiting for some big life event to feel whole. I stopped thinking happiness was something out there, and realized it's something I meet. Every time I'm present, every time I choose love over fear, every time I remember that being myself is more than enough. Growth isn't a destination, it's a remembering, and healing isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's just finally being okay with where you are. The strength in softness, honesty, and trust. And I started noticing how often we silence ourselves. We think we need to have it all figured out before we can speak, before we can act, before we can show up as we are. But the truth is, this journey is not about being perfect. It's about being honest. When I let go of the pressure to perform something inside, softened. And in that softness, I found real strength. Not the kind that comes from controlling, but the kind that comes from trust. Some days, I sat in silence, just listening. Not to the noise outside, but to the stillness within. And in that stillness, I found guidance. Like a compass gently, turning me back. Toward myself again and again. I remembered that. I wasn't here to chase life. I was here to meet it fully, to live it. Not from a place of lack, but from a place of love. And when you meet life with love, it opens up in ways you can't predict. Affirmations, planting seeds of truth affirmations helped me bridge the gap between who I thought I had to be and who I truly was. Each one was like a seed planted in the soil of my mind, and with time, they took root and grew into beliefs I could live by. I am whole. I am enough. I am becoming more of myself every day. They didn't erase the fear, but they gave me something stronger to hold on to. Something rooted, something real. I stopped asking, what if things go wrong? And started asking, what if they go right? What if the next step leads to something better than I imagined? What if the delay is protection? What if the detour is the path? And in shifting those questions, my life shifted to not overnight, but slowly. Like seasons changing, like dawn rising, I began to feel safe in uncertainty, because I started to trust the rhythm of my life. I started to see the divine intelligence in every twist and turn, every seemingly random encounter, every challenge. It all had a purpose, a deeper meaning, a hidden gift, waiting to be unwrapped. The whisper of the divine, always guiding you, this feeling of being watched over. Not in a scary way, but with a soft gaze. It became a constant presence. It wasn't a distant God, but an intimate, guiding force. Whispering, affirming, loving, always. It's the knowing that even when you feel lost, you are never truly alone. There is a divine blueprint for your life. Every step, every experience is guiding you closer to it. You don't need to force it. You just need to listen to that quiet pull toward the part of yourself you haven't met yet. That part is your essence, your divine nature, your true self. It's the part that is whole, complete and utterly loved, no matter what. So, if you're feeling that quiet tug, that gentle whisper, know that it is the universe speaking directly to your soul. It's the soft gaze of something much bigger, reminding you of who you truly are and who you are becoming. Trust the rhythm, trust the unfolding. Trust yourself, for you are always divinely guided, divinely loved, and divinely on your way. Embracing your true self, the journey continues. The journey of personal growth is not about becoming someone new, but remembering who you already are. It's about shedding the layers of expectation, of fear, of limitation, and stepping into your authentic power. It's a dance between effort and surrender, between striving and allowing, between doing and being, and in that dance, you discover the profound beauty of your own unfolding story. So keep listening, keep noticing the little things, keep choosing kindness, especially for yourself. Keep speaking gently to your soul and keep honoring your pace. For every step you take, every conscious choice you make, is leading you closer to the vibrant, meaningful, connected life you were always meant to live. The universe is always speaking. Are you listening? Thank you for being here, for being open, for being you. May your path be filled with light and your heart with knowing. Go forth and shine.